Well, here we are, third time lucky. I've done the last video I done. I've got my best players, and votes and Cheerios. So we start again. Well, the game was at Bond Beach, a big crowd, probably the biggest crowd I've seen in Bond Beach for a long time. The ground's in good nick. They started pretty well in the first quarter. They sort of jumped us a bit, kicking 6 goals to 1, but the second quarter they kicked another 5 goals. We only kicked 3. It was 11-5 to 4-2. They're looking pretty ominous. They've got a pretty classy side, this Bond Beach side. I can tell you now they're going to be in the final for sure. But in the second half, I thought it was going to be a wipeout for Chelsea because they kicked about 3-10. I mean, if they would have kicked straight, it would have been 20 goals behind the three-quarter time. I knew the half-time score was Bond Beach was 6-4 to 1-1, which is not too flash of a start, was it? But as I say, in the second half, they looked as though it was going to be a wipeout for Chelsea. But they're just kicking points. McDonald wasn't playing that flash. He was a bit below his best, but he came good in the second half. But at three-quarter time, it was 14-15 to 4-3. Could have been 25 goals to about 2 goals the way that was going. But anyway, the last quarter that was our best quarter for the game. It's probably the best quarter for the year, as I said in my previous video I'd done, which I'd mentioned. We kicked 6 goals to them 3 goals 2. And I mean, the whole team lifted in the last quarter. It's probably the best quarter we played for the year, not for the game, but for the whole year. And it was everyone was getting quite excited because even the coach in the rooms after the game, he was quite pleased. But even though we got beaten by 7 goals, we got beaten by 9 goals something. But so the final score was 17-17 Bond Beach to Chelsea 10-5. So we all sort of went home reasonably happy. But well, I wrote some things down there, some highlights of the game. And the biggest highlight of the game was this young fella, Jack Francis. I can tell you now, he's in my best players, and he's the leading goal kicker of the game. But his marking and kicking for goal, he's unbelievable. He's only about 18 or 19, kicks the ball on wide, takes a big mark, and he's going to be the player of the future. I've got written down here, that's for sure. And that was probably the only bright spark for the day. But I'll give you the goal kickers for Chelsea. Jack Francis kicked 4. Trent Stiles come good in the last quarter and a half. It's his best game for the season. He kicked 3 goals. Brodie Leach, this young fella, I'll tell you about him in a minute. He's going to be a player, this kid. He kicked 2 beautiful goals, one on the angle, and of course Dave Willard kicked 1. And I don't think I'll give the best players before either, but the best players were not in order. Bradley Clark, Jack Francis, Jason Clark, Brodie Leach, and Trent Stiles. And I give 1 vote to Trent Stiles, 2 votes to Bradley Clark. I've never seen him play an ordinary game, Brad Clark. All the time I've been following Chelsea, the last time he's been playing for 5 years. I've never seen him playing an ordinary game ever. 2 votes to him, and Jack Francis, of course, 3 votes, best on the ground. Now, some of the highlights of the game, I've got written down here. Jack Francis, his marking, kicking all over the ground was unbelievable. I tell you what, he's a new spark on the Chelsea Football Club, I can tell you now. But again, the goal kickers and all that stuff, and what else have I got written down here? Well, we're playing Mount Eliza next week at home. Might be a bit of a spark we needed this game on Saturday to stir the players up. They might start get themselves in there, get back in their mojo. But now I'll give the goal kickers and all that. Now I've got to give the Cheerios too to my viewers out there. I've got this written out about Jack Francis, a special mention. This kid can play the game. His marking and kicking for goal is unbelievable. Of course, Trent Stiles kicked these 3 goals. That was pretty good for him. He hasn't played. That was his first decent game for the season. And yeah, a couple of goals he kicked, they were pretty good. They were gems. And but that's just about all we got, because I've said next week. Now the Cheerios. I've got to give me my Cheerios. So where's my lead? Cheerios to Ning, my sweet little lady. She's feeling a bit better now and coming on pretty good. Tony Cornwall, my old mate, he rang me up. He's going all right now. How's it going, Tony? It's good to hear your voice last week and hear your knowledgeable thoughts about what's going on in this world. I hope you're keeping all right. Well, PH, Shandy and Carlos. PH rang me last week, but I rang him up a couple of times. He couldn't get through, so he rang me back. But there's something wrong with the system, because I can't ring him. I can't ring you, Phil, and you can ring me, but we might be able to work something out. But he's going all right. And of course, two of the old Rapanya people I spoke to on Facebook, Ian Roberts. Hope you're watching this video. Ian Roberts and Isabel McRae. That's one of my old flames back in the 60s from Rapanya. I see they've got another big function coming up in Rapanya next week. I'm going to try and get up there, up to Rapanya the next few weeks, and my car's going right. I go and pick up little Ning, and we go up there for a drive and see what's happening with that little big town, which has been revived. It's all been done up. It's a credit to all you Rapanya Society people up there. It's the town is sort of sparked up a bit now. It's got the pub going and all the new roads, and there are a few more shops. So that's, I don't think I've forgotten this time, third time lucky. So that's just about all from me. Till next week. See you all next week. Bye bye.